class 12. Today we will try to prove that electromagnetic wave is transverse in nature. For that, we consider a plane electromagnetic wave to move along positive x-axis. Also a rectangular parallel pipette OABCDEFG as shown in the figure, which is placed at the edges of the parallel to the three axis coordinates as shown in figure. We take electric and magnetic field to be sinusoidal and vary with x and t values only. Then according to Gauss law for electrostatics, we have integral E dot ds integrated over the whole closed surface of the parallelepiped must be 0 because it is having net flux of electric field and magnetic field 0. And you see the whole there are 6 faces of the parallelepiped, and out of those 6 faces only 2 faces added together becomes 0. That is the E dot ds value calculated for the face ABCD and for the face DEFG added together becomes 0, but because the total electric flux E dot ds along y-axis and along z-axis must be separately 0, and therefore the E dot ds for 4 faces becomes 0 individually. Now, since the area vector of any surface is always taken radially outward, therefore for integral E dot ds we have Ex into the area, that is, let us say, S minus Ex dash into S is equal to 0. Why we are taking here Ex dash as negative because into S as negative? Because if you look at the diagram, you see the radially outward directed is along positive x-axis for the face ABCD, but for the face OEFG it is along negative x-axis. So we have Ex minus Ex dash S, Ex into S minus Ex dash X, S is equal to 0, where Ex is the value of electric field at point A and Ex dash is the electric field at point O. So now either Ex minus Ex dash should be 0, or Ex equal to Ex dash equal to 0, means both Ex and Ex dash are either 0 individually, or Ex is equal to minus Es is equal to Ex dash. Only these two possibilities are there because the value of S is not 0. So we have Ex minus Ex dash is equal to 0, or Ex is equal to Ex dash equal to 0, and thus only Ex is equal to Ex dash X is possible, equal to 0 is possible, because we have assumed that electric field is depending on X, and so it should not be constant. And so therefore, because it implies that component of electric field along x-axis is 0, and in the same fashion, if we proceed, we can prove that component of magnetic field along the x-axis is also 0. So that way it proves that it is it is electromagnetic wave is a transverse wave. That means direction of disturbance is perpendicular to the propagation of wave. But we also need to prove that magnetic field is perpendicular to electric field. So while we are try to prove, we can very much understand that we have already proved that B is perpendicular to positive x-axis and E is perpendicular to x-axis. Therefore, we know that the scalar product between two vectors B and E will be 0, or either only if either one of them is 0 or they are perpendicular to each other. And therefore E is perpendicular to B for a propagating electromagnetic wave moving in a homogeneous linear anisotropy medium. Now we can also visualize that B is perpendicular to E for an electromagnetic wave by considering a Biot-Savart law. According to Biot-Savart law, we have dB is equal to mu0 by 4 pi I magnitude dl, magnitude of dl, and sin theta by r square, which is nothing but equal to, in the vector form, is equal to mu0 by 4 pi I into dl cross r whole divided by cube of the magnitude of r vector. So here you see, since the direction of magnetic field will be essentially perpendicular to dl and to E as well, and dl, that is to E and position vector r. So that proves that B is perpendicular to E, and thus it will be true for any varying electric field producing a varying magnetic field, and vice versa, as in the case of electromagnetic wave. So this proves that electromagnetic wave is a transverse wave.